Okay, thought you might be interested to see what's going on in my craft room. This is one of our bedrooms, which has now been converted into my craft room. Well, the only craft I'm doing at the moment is quilting, which is a new hobby I picked up last year before, 21 I think, so I've got quite a few projects on the go, as you can see, and some beautiful fabrics. So I thought I'd just go through these projects, and we just introduce you to Deborah, who thinks that sitting on my ironing station and covering everything in cat hairs is the thing to do. But anyway, that's Deborah. So let's see, where can we start? We have a few projects on the go. So I'm doing this quilt called Childhood Memories, and I've got the fabrics chosen for the 3 blocks. I'm a little bit behind in the blocks. So these three are going to be the fabrics I use to make this block. This is the latest one, and that's going to be a 12.5 by 12.5 block. This is the just a small block, so it's quite straightforward. So those are the fabrics I've chosen to make that one. And that's that one. And then this one is a 16.5 by 16.5 block. And hopefully I've got enough. I think I've actually cut all the fabrics out for that, so that's good. Get on and do those. And then this is the layout of that quilt. So the block, I've covered them all up with the stuff. So the block 8, this one is block 8, so it goes in this position here on the quilt. So the border, as you can see, there is border. So I've started to do the half square triangles, and that's what these are. I've got pinned. They're going to be half square triangles, and I've used a pretty bright set of, it's a charm pack. It's a gosh, what was that guy called? Cave Facets charm pack. I tend to buy all my fabrics when people are selling and destashing. I haven't really, even though it kind of looks like I've got a lot of fabrics, I haven't got a lot of fabrics. And so that one is the start of the border. And as you can see, we've got individual sort of extra borders to put on, and then there's a little patch of 2.5-inch squares there, and then there's this narrow border right around the edge, and then this half square triangle border. So that's the map of the quilt. And meanwhile, I've got 3 blocks to catch up with. I haven't done anything for like 3 weeks. There's a block coming out each week, so that gives you a clue of when I did some work on that quilt. So the quilt so far, these are the blocks so far that I've done on this particular quilt. And we'll just get that pattern out. Oops, bear with me, bear with. So we've got 3 little 6-inch blocks here, and there's 1 to sew. And then these are the other 2 that I've already done. Then we have this block, which is a 12-inch block, and it's, I can't remember which one it is, but it's going in that position, either there or there. And that's the other 12-inch block, so that one is going either there or there. And then this one is, I'll pull back a bit, the 16-inch block, which is going in here. So that's kind of how that quilt's coming together. So that's that one. We'll just pop that down for a minute. And we have this one that is a quilt I'm doing for Emily. It's a mystery jelly roll quilt, and all the fabric has been purchased, and that's the white and the cream. I've got, those are in part, I'm making that very simple block that I'm making at the moment, so that's that one. And these are the 15 ones that I've just done. So basically I'm doing this centre bit again, but this time it's got the pink in the, it's going to have the pink in the centre instead of the white. So that's basically what's happening at the moment. And these are the 15 blocks that have been created for this. And it was a mystery, but because I took so long to do it, I actually know what it's going to look like now. And somewhere there's a pattern for the whole thing, which is just eluding me at the moment. The problem with being a bit behind is you kind of get your fabrics organised, and then you think you want to make something else, and you start to use the fabrics that you have set aside for it. Like this is the fabric that's set aside. Oops, sorry. This is the fabric set aside to finish that quilt, and I've got to be very careful that I don't use them on something else when I start a different project. This is another one that I pulled offline, which I want to make. So I have to put that to one side at the moment because I don't want to start doing that one just yet. So then let's have a look. What else have we got that's under construction? I've got this one, which is called A Party of Six, and would you believe, I'll just keep them there because they're all cut up ready for the block. Whoops, get your thumb out